Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we'll be discussing about data security. Specifically, we'll talk about different stages of data protection: data at rest, data in transit, and data in use. Let's start with data at rest. This term refers to any data that's stored on physical devices or a medium. This could be your hard drive, SSDs, which is solid state drives, USB drives, or even backup tapes. When data is in this resting state, it's vulnerable to unauthorized access. So it's critical that it's protected with strong encryption. For example, think of a sensitive information like credit card details or a personal files stored on a server. Encrypting this data ensures that even if someone gets access to the storage, they won't be able to read it or use it without a proper decryption key. Next, we have data in transit, sometimes called data in motion. This is the data that actively being transmitted over the network. It could be traveled over your local network, your Wi-Fi, or even the internet, especially if any data being communicated between the systems. Since data in transit is vulnerable to interception, we use a mix of symmetric and asymmetric encryption to protect it. Symmetric encryption uses the same key to both encrypt and decrypt the data, while asymmetric encryption uses public and private key pairs. Together, these encryption methods ensure that even if someone intercepts the data as it's transmitted, they won't be able to make a sense of it. Now let's talk about data in use, also known as data being processed. This is the data that's actively being worked on in your system's memory or temporary buffers. For example, when an application is using your personal information to process a transaction, that data is in use. In many cases, the application will decrypt the data before processing it, so it can work with it. However, to minimize the risk, it's important to clear these memory buffers. So it's important to clear these memory buffers as soon as the data is no longer needed. In some advanced cases, homomorphic encryption is used, which allows data to be processed while still encrypted, keeping the sensitive information out of the memory altogether. Let's bring all this together with a real-world example. Imagine you're shopping online and you enter a credit card details for an e-commerce transaction. Here is how the data is protected in each stage. At rest, the credit card information is stored securely on the database servers. The database administrator would encrypt that sensitive data like credit card numbers, so even if someone gains access to the server, they can't read it. In transit, when the web application needs that data, it sends a request to the database server. The database server first checks if the web application is authorized to access the data. If it is, the database encrypts the data, formats it, and then encrypts it again before sending it over the web application. This ensures that data is secure as it travels across the network. In use, once the web application receives the encrypted data, it decrypts it and temporarily stores in its memory while it processes the transaction. When the application no longer needs that data, it takes steps to flush the memory buffers, ensuring that no sensitive data is left behind. I hope you have learned the concept today. If you have liked the video, please click the like button below and subscribe for more such videos. And also feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.